Today, we will be examining various examples on how to calculate the percentage of a given number. In our previous lesson, we explored one method of determining the percentage of a number. While there are alternative approaches, we will focus solely on this particular method for now. So, first, let's remember how to find the percent of a number. We need to find 25% of 200. What do we need to do? We need to multiply 25% by 200. 25% I multiply by 200 and divide by 100%. We can shorten the percent sign itself. Now, 2 zeros in the numerator and 2 zeros in the denominator I can also reduce. And now 25 I multiply by 2 and divide by 1. The product of 25 multiplied by 2 gives us a total of 50. So 25% of 200 is the number 50. This is a pretty straightforward way to find percentages of a number. Of course, you might say, but 25% is 1/4. 25% is 1/4. And then you can easily divide 200 by 4 and multiply by 1. And that would also be 50. Yes, of course, I agree with you. But the thing is, if you're offered more complicated examples, it's better to use our algorithm. And now we'll take an example when we are not comfortable converting to ordinary fractions. For example, that was the first example, and now the second. If we need to find 18% of the number 90, what should we do in this case? 18% is inconvenient to convert to an ordinary fraction. So using our algorithm, we'll use 18%. Multiply by 90 and divide by 100. What do we get? The percent sign is reduced. The 0 and 0 will also shrink, and we'll need to multiply 18 by 9. How much would that be? If I multiply 18 by 9, and I have to divide by 10, 18 and 10, we can also reduce by 2. 18 divided by 2, that's 9, and 10 times 2, that's 5. And then 9 times 9, that would be 81, and I'm dividing by 5. Of course, you can isolate the whole part and write that as a mixed number, but it's best to write it as a decimal fractional number to do that. 5 times 2, I multiply 5 by 2 and I multiply 81 by 2. The result is 162 tenths. But 162 tenths is equal to 16 and 2 tenths. Therefore, it can be determined that 18% of 90 is equal to 16 and 2 tenths. With the application of our method, it becomes exceedingly effortless to calculate percentages of our given figure. And one more example, where we need to find 24% of 15. We will use our rule to do this. We multiply 24% by 15 and divide by 100. What do we get for 100%? The sign of the percent is reduced. In this case, you could, of course, reduce 24 and 100, but I'm not going to shorten it. I'm going to multiply 24 directly by 15 and divide by 100. What did I do that for? 24 times 15 is 360, and I have 100 left. And now I can reduce by 10, so I cross out 1 0 in the numerator and 1 0 in the denominator. I get 36 tenths. Well, now let's allocate the whole part. That is, let's write it down as a mixed number. It will be 3.6 tenths. Well, now it's very easy to write it down as a decimal fractional number. It's 3 ones and 6 decimals. We need to remember that when writing a decimal fractional number, there should be as many signs after the decimal point as there are zeros in the denominator. In the decimal point, we also have one single digit. This is how you can calculate the percentage of any number. In the next lesson, we will continue working with percentages. That's all for today. Goodbye. See you again.